Good evening. It is February 26th, and we are going to read the Old Testament, New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for getting people to subscribe and follow. We're going to get through the Bible in a year together. Not too late to start over. These last about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. I think the longest one was 17 minutes. Okay, tonight we have 6 more days of Leviticus, so just bear with me. Not my favorite book of the Bible. Even though my last name is close to Leviticus, it has nothing to do with that. Leviticus 19:1 through 20, 21, Mark 8:11 through 38, Psalms 42, 1 through 11, and Proverbs 10 through 17. Like we like to do every single evening, we want to do the Lord's Prayer. If you will, join in with me. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get started. February 26th, Leviticus 19:1 through 21. God spoke to Moses, "Speak to the congregation of Israel. Tell them, be holy, because I, God, your God, am holy. Every one of you must respect his mother and father. Keep my Sabbaths. I am God, your God. Don't take up with no God idols. Don't make gods of cast metal. I am God, your God. When you sacrifice a peace offering to God, do it as you've been taught, so it is acceptable. Eat it on the day you sacrifice it and the day following. Whatever is left until the third day is to be burned up. If it is eaten on the third day, it is polluted meat and not acceptable. Whoever eats it will be held responsible because he has violated what is holy to God. That person will be cut off from his people. When you harvest your land, don't harvest right under the edges of your field, or gather the gleanlings from the harvest. Don't strip your vineyard bare or go back and pick up the fallen grapes. Leave them for the poor and the foreigner. I am God, your God. Don't steal, don't lie, don't deceive anyone. Don't swear falsely using my name, violating the name of your God. I am God. Don't exploit your friends or rob him. Don't hold back the wages of a hired hand overnight. Don't curse the deaf. Don't put a stumbling block in front of the blind. Fear your God. I am God. Don't pervert justice. Don't show favoritism to either the poor or the great. Judge on the basis of what is right. Don't spread gossip and rumors. Don't just stand by when your neighbor's life is in danger. I am God. Don't secretly hate your neighbor. If you have something against him, get it out in the open. Otherwise, you are accomplice to his guilt. Don't seek revenge or carry a grudge against any of your people. Love your neighbor as yourself. I am God. Keep my decrees. Don't make two different kinds of animals. Don't plant your fields with two kinds of seed. Don't wear clothes woven of two kinds of material. If a man has sex with a slave girl who is engaged to another man, but it has not yet been ransomed or given her freedom, there must be an investigation. But they aren't to be put to death because she wasn't free. The man must bring a compensation offering to God at the entrance of the tent of the meeting, a ram of compensation. The priest will perform the ritual of atonement for him before God with the ram of compensation for the sin he has committed. Then he will stand forgiven of the sin he committed. When you enter the land and plant any kind of fruit tree, don't eat of that fruit for 3 years. Consider it inedible. But the fourth year is the fruit. Its fruit is holy, an offering of praise to God. Beginning in the fifth year, you can eat its fruit. You'll have richer harvests this way. I am God, your God. Don't eat meat with blood in it. Don't practice divination or sorcery. Don't cut the hair on the sides of your head or trim your beard. Don't gash your bodies on behalf of the dead. Don't tattoo yourselves. I am God. Don't violate your daughter by making her a whore. Well, the whole country would soon become a brothel filled with sordid sex. Keep my Sabbaths and revere my sanctuary. I am God. Don't dabble in the occult or traffic with mediums. You'll pollute your souls. I am God, your God. Show respect to the aged. Honor the presence of an elder. Fear your God. I am God. When a foreigner lives with you in your land, don't take advantage of him. Treat the foreigner the same as a native. Love him like one of your own. Remember that you were once foreigners in Egypt. I am God, your God. Don't cheat when measuring length, weight, or quantity. Use honest scales and weights and measures. I am God, your God. I brought you out of Egypt. Keep all my decrees and all my laws. Yes, do them. I am God. God spoke to Moses, tell the Israelites, each and every Israelite and foreigner in Israel who gives his child to the god Molech must be put to death. The community must kill him by stoning. I will resolutely reject the man and cut him off from his people by giving his child to the god Molech. He has polluted my sanctuary and desecrated my holy name. If the people on the land look the other way as if nothing had happened, when that man gives his child to the god Molech and fail to kill him, I will resolutely reject the man and his family and him and all who join in the prostituting themselves in the rituals of the god Molech. I will cut off from their people. I will resolutely reject persons who dabble in the occult or traffic with mediums, prostituting themselves in their practices. I will cut them off from their people. Set yourselves apart for the holy life. Live a holy life. I need to make a note because I need to see what this is all about. We'll check that later. Because I am God, your God. Do what I tell you, live the way I tell you. I am the God who makes you holy. Any and every person who curses his father or mother must be put to death. By cursing his father or mother, he is responsible for his own death. If a man commits adultery with another man's wife, the wife say of his neighbor, both the man and the woman, the adulterer and the adulteress must be put to death. If a man has sex with his father's wife, he has violated his father. Both the man and woman must be put to death. They are responsible for their own deaths. If a man has sex with his daughter in law, both of them must be put to death. What they have done is perverse, and they are responsible for their own deaths. If a man has sex with a man, as one does with a woman, both of them have done what is abhorrent. They must be put to death. They are responsible for their own deaths. Didn't we just read this yesterday? I think we did, yesterday, the day before. I swear I'm not going back. If a man marries both a woman and her mother, that's wicked. All three of them must be burned at the stake, purging the wickedness from the community. If a man has sex with an animal, he must be put to death, and you must kill the animal. If a woman has sex with an animal, you must kill both the woman and the animal. They must be put to death, and they are responsible for their deaths. If a man marries his sister, the daughter of either his father or mother, they have sex, that's a disgrace. They must be publicly cut off from their people. He has violated his sister and would be held responsible. If a man sleeps with a woman during her period and has sex with her, he has uncovered her flow, and she has uncovered her flow of blood. He has uncovered her flow, and she has uncovered her flow of blood. That didn't sound right. Both of them must be cut off from their people. Don't have sex with your aunt on either side, mother's or father's side. That violates a close relative. Both of you are held responsible. If a man has sex with his aunt, he has dishonored his uncle. They will be held responsible and die childless. If a man marries his brother's wife, it's a defilement. He has shamed his brother. They will be childless. I swear we just read this the other day, but I swear I'm not going back. Leviticus 19:1 through 20:21. God says, be holy because I am holy. Holiness isn't just rituals, it's how you treat people. Chapter 19 is practical holiness. Honor your parents. Leave margins for the poor. Don't lie, steal, or gossip. Love your neighbors as yourself. Holiness is obedience every day in life. Chapter 20 shows the consequences of rebellion, sexual immorality, idolatry, child sacrifice. God takes covenant loyalty seriously. Blessing follows separation. Chaos follows compromise. The theme says, you don't represent God with church attendance. You represent him with your conduct. That stings sometimes, doesn't it, folks? I always tell people you don't have to go to church to be saved. But for me, going to church, that energy in the room is so good that it gets me through. usually till about Wednesday-ish, and that's when I probably need to be going to church again. Mark 8:11-38. When Jesus and his disciples arrived, the Pharisees came out and stared in on him, badgering him to prove himself, pushing him up against the wall. Provoked, he said, "Why does this generation clamor for miraculous guarantees? If I have anything to say about it, you'll not get as much as a hint of guarantee." He then left them, got back in the boat, and headed for the other side. But the disciples forgot to pack a lunch. It's been, it's been, I guess, rewritten a little bit here, isn't it? Except for a single loaf of bread. There wasn't a crumb in the boat. Jesus warned, be very careful. Keep a keep a sharp eye out for the contaminating yeast of Pharisees and the followers of Herod. Meanwhile, the disciples were finding fault with each other because they had forgotten to bring bread. Jesus overheard and said, "What are you fussing about because you forgot bread? Did you see the point of all of this? Don't you get it at all? Remember the 5 loaves I broke for the 5,000? How many baskets of leftovers did you pick up?" They said 12. "And the 7 loaves for the 4,000? How many bags of leftovers did you get?" 7, he said. "Do you still not get it?" They arrived in Bethesda. Some people brought a sightless man and begged Jesus to give him a healing touch. Taking him by the hand, he led him out of the village. He put spit in the man's eyes, laid hands on him, and asked, "Do you see anything?" He looked up. "I see men. They look like walking trees." So Jesus laid his hands on his eyes again. The man looked hard and realized that he had recovered perfect sight, saw everything in bright 2020 focus. Jesus sent him straight home, telling him, "Don't enter the village." Jesus and his disciples headed out for the villages around Caesarea Philippi. As they walked around, who do the people say I am? Some say John the Baptizer, they said. Others say Elijah. Still others say one of the prophets. He then asked, "About you, and you, what are you saying about me? Who am I?" Peter gave the answer, "You are the Christ, the Messiah." Jesus warned them to keep it quiet, not to breathe a word of it to anyone. He then began explaining things to them. It is necessary that the Son of Man proceed to an ordeal. That doesn't sound right. It is necessary for the Son of Man proceed to an ordeal of suffering. He tried and found to be tried and found guilty by the elders, high priests, and religion scholars, be killed, and after 3 days rise up again. He said this simply and clearly so he couldn't miss it. But Peter grabbed him in protest. Turning and seeing his disciples wavering, wonder what to believe, Jesus confronted Peter. "Peter, get out of my way. Satan, get lost. You have no idea how God works." Calling the crowd to join his disciples, he said, "Anyone who intends to come with me has to let me lead. You're not in the driver's seat. I am. Don't run from suffering. Embrace it. Follow me. I'll show you how. Self-help is no help at all. Self-sacrifice is the way. So saving yourself, your true self, what good would it do to get everything you want and lose you, the real you? What could you ever trade for your soul? If any of you are embarrassed over me and the way I'm leading you when you get around your fickle and unfocused friends, know that you'll be even a greater embarrassment to the Son of Man when he arrives in all the splendor of God, his Father, with an army of holy angels." Yeah, I got to underline that real quick. You are not in the driver's seat. I am. I don't suffer with that anymore. And of course, my marker's dry. But I'm telling you, don't run from the suffering. Embrace it. I'm telling you, when you realize that you are not in the driver's seat, God is, it's kind of crazy how things just fall into place. So the breakdown of Mark 8:11-38 says, the Pharisees demand a sign. Jesus refuses because unbelief isn't solved by more evidence. Ouch. Jesus feeds 4,000 and warns about the yeast of the Pharisees. Corrupt thinking spreads quickly. Then Peter declares, "You are the Christ." But when Jesus predicts his suffering, Peter rebukes him, and Jesus responds, "Get behind me, Satan. Why? Because Peter wanted a crown without a cross. Then Jesus drops the bomb. If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. The theme here says you can't follow Jesus and protect your comfort. Discipleship costs your ego. That's good. Psalms 42, 1 through 11. Now we're getting into the good stuff. I like it. I mean, this is all good stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's those aha moments, I think. Psalms 42, 1 through 11, a Psalms of the son of Korah. A white-tailed deer drinks from the creek. I want to drink God, deep draughts of God. I'm thirsty for God alive. I wonder, will I ever make it? Arrive and drink in God's presence. I'm on a diet of tears, tears for breakfast, tears for supper, all day long. People knock at my door, pestering. Where is this God of yours? These are the things I go over and over, emptying out my pockets of my life. I was always at the head of the worshiping crowd, right out in front, leading them all, eager to arrive and worship, shouting praise, singing thanksgiving, celebrating all of us, God's feast. Why are you down in the dumps, dear soul? Why are you crying the blues? Fix my eyes on God. Soon I'll be praising again. He puts a smile on my face. He's my God. When my soul is in the dumps, I rehearse everything I know of you. When Jordan depths to Hermon heights, including Mount Mizar, chaos calls to chaos. To the tune of whitewater rapids, your breaking surf, your thundering breakers crash and crush me. Then God promises to love me all day, sing songs all through the night. My life is God's prayer. Sometimes I ask God, my rock solid God, why did you let me down? Why am I walking around in tears, harassed by enemies? They're out for the kill, these tormentors with their obscenities, taunting day after day. Where is this God of yours? Why are you down in the dumps, dear soul? Why are you crying the blues? Fix your eyes on God. Soon I'll be praising again. He puts a smile on my face. He's my God. Breakdown of Psalms 42, 1 through 11 says, as the deer pants for water, my soul longs for you. David is spiritually thirsty. He feels distant. He's discouraged. Enemies mock him. But notice what he does. He talks to his soul. Why are you cast down? Why are you cast down? Hope is God. Hope in God. He doesn't deny emotion. He disciples it. The theme here is faith isn't the absence of discouragement. It's preaching truth to yourself in it. Faith isn't the absence of discouragement. It's preaching truth to yourself in it. When you're in the discouragement, preaching the truth to yourself. Ooh, that gave me goosebumps. That's good. Proverbs 10:17. The road to life is a disciplined life. Ignore correction and you're lost for good. Oh, I like that too. That's good. Well, time for some new markers. My green one ain't cut in no more. Sorry, hang on a minute. I hate not to get to those aha moments and highlight them because they're good stuff. The road to life is a disciplined life. Ignore correction and you're lost for good. The breakdown of Proverbs 10:17 says, whoever heeds instructions is on the path to life, but he who ignores correction leads others astray. Correction determines direction. That's good. If you reject accountability, you don't just hurt yourself, you mislead others. The theme here is humility is life, pride is contagious destruction. We'll sum this up by saying holiness in conduct, courage in discipleship, honesty in emotion, humility in correction. Have a better than good day. If no one told you today, I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm looking forward to wrapping up Leviticus here in a couple of days. Tonight was pretty good. Wasn't as bad as it has been. But thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And we will see you tomorrow. It'll be February 27th. We got a couple more days left of February and we'll be pressing on. Thank you for your time. See you tomorrow.